You like that?
Thank you. All right. So to start off today, I'm going to have you guys open up your math notebooks to the notes you took Wednesday with all the definitions of volume and surface area. Like a flat. I see Sarah's got it up. Do you want to hold it up so everybody can see? Hold up your notebook.
Nice job, Sarah.
Thank you.
For getting ready quickly. Thank you for that really quickly. And then Willie, well
Thank you,
done.
Skylar.
Thank you.
Good
job, Rashida. Thank you for getting it done quickly.
Yeah.
Oh, Skylar, you're ready. Thank you. Thank you, Skylar. Happy. Appreciate you.
Focus, focus.
Where's our water bottle?
Yeah.
All right. So, can I have somebody?
I'm worried.
Cheers. We're not shutting out. No. Focus, focus.
Everybody focus.
All right, can I get a volunteer to read our learning targets today? Just these two things right here. Zoena.
Something real.
Oh, not
Real
this one,
position
but just
in
like this part.
I
So starting
can
with I can.
I can use surface area to find volume. Right rectangle prism. I can apply my knowledge of volume to real problem.
Yeah, thank you. Alrighty, so you guys are on it with opening up your math journals. I'm gonna have you turn to an elbow buddy and answer the question using the notes you guys have up. What is volume? So turn and talk for 30 seconds. Using your notes, what is volume?
Not weight, but it's a W word. Width. Oh, did you say width? I heard weight. I'm sorry. Yeah. Length, width, and height. Okay. So that's the formula we use to find it. What is volume?
Volume is
Where does it live? Where do we find volume?
the object occupying.
It's in your notes. Oh, you don't. Thank you. You want to look at your notes? We talked about it in our interactive, this paperwork here that you're taking care of that. Where's your elbow partner? Okay, right now.
Alright, can I have, here, you belong to your seats. And we don't need those boxes, so you can set it aside. So who wants to share? What's volume? Twala.
The amount of space a 3D object occupies.
Yeah, the amount of space a 3D object occupies. So just kind of like the inside, how much space does an object take up? I always think of like, you have like a water bottle, and how much water can fit in it. I'm so sorry, I just spilled. That's where my mind always goes for volume. Like how much stuff can you put into an object? That's really what it's all about. Is there anybody else would like to share what is volume? Either hand raise or asking for water, Alex. Oh, you're good to go. All right, so next question, let's talk about volume some more. Also using your notes, how do we find volume? This should be a really quick one. So about 15 seconds, turn to the same elbow partner you were talking to and answer, how do we find volume?
We should have voices out there.
What do you guys think?
You need that.
You don't have your notes somewhere. How are you going to answer? I saw you do it any other day. Is there any
Right?
Once Alex gets back, you make it. How do you find volume?
Every number we see.
Or shoot.
I think we're going to share that.
Don't even Josh was like, I don't even know.
Everybody kind of like gives us a flat space, and then it helps us iterate that. Lifetime width gives us the area, times that way too, or however deep it is, it gives us all the volume.
So how do we find volume? The length and the height? Yeah. So length times height. Like area is two-dimensional. One dimension's height, and then one dimension's width, and one dimension's width. The volume is three-dimensional. So you multiply like width and height. So yeah. Alrighty, coming back together. So, how do we find volume? I heard a really good insight from Sarah, and she would like to share.
Don't eat it. Okay, you want to share that? Okay. So the three dimensions length, width, and height. So length times width times height equals volume.
Yeah, three dimensions. So she said, like, you multiply the three dimensions, length times width times height, to find volume. Yeah. And does anybody else get the same answer? Yeah, I see a mom. Alrighty. So just like earlier, the making our Dia de los Muertos activities, we're going to be doing stations again. But before we break off into stations, I think we. So before we break off into stations, I think we need to go over some norms, just so it goes really smooth.
Okay.
Thank you.
You know, it's nice.
Alrighty. So, first norm we got, no hogs. What do you guys think that means?
I mean, no hogging.
I see, Casey raised her hand. What'd you say?
No hogging over something.
No hogging? Yeah, like no.
Like no keeping everything yourself.
Yeah. So how does that work in a group activity? How do you avoid hogging in a group activity? Ashley.
They had like they colored pencils, and everybody was doing a coloring project, and then you took most of the good colors, like all the good colors, and like you left everybody with like I don't know, with like real low pencils and stuff. I'm talking about you know, you took everything there you go, and you didn't give it any to everybody else.
Yeah.
Come right here. Move right here.
Yeah, so one thing I think of another way you can be like a hog. I actually said like you take all the things for yourself, and then Skylar kind of said that too.
Not hogging.
So another way you could be a hog in a group is like you say, no, I'm gonna do it all by myself. And then you take it over, and then your other group mates are sitting there like, well, what do I do? You know, that's a way to be a hog. And then a log. What does it mean to be a log in a group? What does a log do?
Nothing.
Nothing. A log does nothing. A log just sits there.
Or rolls and messes everything up.
Okay. I mean, I didn't think about that, but yeah, could be that. Another one. Let's see, Sarah and Chayton, I'm gonna have you switch spots right now, because we're still talking.
Sarah, you're talking too much. Oh my gosh. I'm sitting next to
Thank you,
her.
Chayton, for following instructions. Thank you. This third norm I have is be respectful. This is something we talk about all the time, but especially today, because Chayton has graciously offered to help us with some of our stations and kind of, help us out. If I see anybody being disrespectful either to people in your stations or to Chayton, you will be sent out in the hallway to do a much less fun activity.